This is the 3rd day of January 1987. We're at the dock on the river at Knoxville, and the crew is gathering.
I'm the one that's responsible for this mess.
Yeah.
That's Oscar.
Big idea. Put the blame on Oscar.
This is Captain Frank Myers from Knoxville, Tennessee, Montpelier, Indiana, Sebring, Florida, Tarpon Springs, and all points in between. He will be the captain on this trip from Knoxville through the Gulf, over to Tarpon Springs, Palm Harbor, ending up at Fast Eddie's. Looks like the Enchantress is about to head on its trip to Florida. We're finally in the main channel of the Tennessee River. What's the compass reading, Captain?
Compass reading is due south, 180 degrees. We're mile mark 608.3. We'll be going down the Tennessee River about 200 miles before we come into the Tom Bigby Waterway.
No, go ahead.
Okay, we're getting in close now. We're going to give the lock operator a call, and she will open the locks, allowing the water from Fort Loudon Lake to flow in, filling the lock. When she opens the gates, we'll go in and tie off. At that time, she'll close the gates behind us and then open the gates in front of us, which will drop us to 70 feet into Watts Bar. This process should take a matter of about 10 or 15 minutes. So I'm going to give the operator a call now. Fort Loudon lock, this is the Enchantress, WXP 6359. Over. Roger.
Yeah. Very shortly, these gates will open. They'll be on the lower level. And up there's Ruby.
We've just done a speed check. We're doing 16 mile an hour right now, running both engines at 2,700 RPM. Our attempt is going to be to make a marina called the Landing tie-up for the night. That's approximately 45 to 50 mile downstream. We really shouldn't have any trouble doing that if everything runs as it is now.
And this is what water, Frank?
This is the Watts Bar Lake, Tennessee River. Everybody has taken a vote, and they have voted that it is Loudon, Tennessee.
When we get a fix on that tower up there, we'll know.
Okay.
With movement.
Is that beautiful? That is gorgeous. Isn't that pretty gorgeous?
This is Watts Bar nuclear plant.
That the Congress has been trying to close up for 5 years.
We're entering the dock, or the locks here at Chickamauga, Chattanooga, Tennessee.
Here, South Pittsburgh. Got a first-class landing. That's below the dam.
And we're free to go. The signal that we just heard is to go ahead as soon as they cast off the lines. The passing scenery here at Chattanooga.
They're beautiful condos too.
In the background we see Lookout Mountain. Pleasure craft approaching. Brian?
Yeah?
There seems to be another angle of Lookout Mountain.
Not being a river rat, I'm not an expert on the approaches to Lookout Mountain.
This is how the other half lives, out there on the highway.
There goes the Q-loop.
See a train moving in the background. Up on the other level, they're going up the mountain incline, not too fast.
If you head into the wind, you'll have to come out and go around the rail. It's probably easier to head into the wind, to tell you the truth.
The wind's coming from this direction.
Make it 180 and come back.
Come on, guys. Let me do it. 8 people do it 8 ways.
So they never was. Well, you know that.
Here's WU 91180 direct back to 68.
You just have a good time there, or you interrupt?
Mile mark 425. Use the boat coming downstream.
Drop about 40 to 50 feet.
Well, we're the one right here in front of you.
Roger. Yeah, that's hop down there on your port side, no starboard side. Yeah, we're just drifting in. We're from Middle Landing. Where are y'all headed?
Tarpon Springs.
We have our own land transportation on the stern.
Yeah, maybe another 1,000 miles.
Gunnersville,
Alabama, Long
Came out of Knoxville,
Dam.
Tennessee.
The hydroelectric power plant. This will drop us another 40 to 50 feet.
Yeah, we're going down to 10,000.
I believe this one brings us out into,
across the Gulf.
I think it's Wheeler.
Okay, well that's good. Is that a carry craft?
Roger.
Okay. Do you
1451 on Monday afternoon.
Where you planning to spend the night?
251.
Well, we're going to try to spend the night in
Yeah.
Decatur if we can make Decatur before dark.
Still got a bright
Okay,
sunshine day. Temperature's about
probably
45 degrees.
maybe a regular household plug would be. I think that's about all they have down there. Over.
Oh, is that right? Well, we may have to run the generator. I don't know.
We've been told before that Decatur wasn't too good.
Beautiful
Is there any place
sunshiny
around
day
Decatur
here
that's
on
any better?
Monday,
Negative. The next one
January.
down after you get past Decatur would be Wheeler State Park. That's 15
the
miles from, well, let's say 60.
go ahead signal. They have the green light.
Tough stretch there right below Decatur. Not real bad, but they've got
All
a secondary
systems
channel.
go.
Some people don't realize that and get in trouble down there. But it's real nice down there if you want to try and make that.
There's the
Yeah, we'll probably stop in Decatur
Hot
anyway.
master up there. Hi.
Off there for a little while. That was our objective today. We've been running along here slow. We do a little easy.
now the locks are opening.
It's going to work out ready to crank her back up to 3,000. That'll put us up to about 16 miles.
Conversation with the Easy Riders here. Captain's going to tell us your how many miles so
Well,
far?
we've came about 385 miles so far. We've got about another 50 miles to run today. That'll take us to the Wilson Lock Dam, which is the largest lock dam on the Tennessee waterway. It's a drop of about 100 feet. We'll be going through that as soon as we leave here. And then we'll be going on down to a place called Yellow Creek, which is where the Tom Bigby junctions with the Tennessee. At that point, we'll turn and head south. Into the water, this is different than the locks that we've been through previously, where the gates would swing back. So when we approach the lock, we'll be actually driving over the gate itself.
John is modeling the new jackets. We've had quite a job getting these over our heads. And John then picking up supplies, and he got new jackets for the deck crew. You're looking good, John. See the lockmaster up here waiting for our arrival. The gates are starting to open now. People on the catwalk up above the gates we can see watching our progress. The barge was ahead of us, going downstream instead of coming. We got closer, we noticed. We're feeling a little of the turbulence of the lake. Just been in radio contact with this boat. They're on the way to Fort Lauderdale. They're out of St. Louis, Missouri. Come down this ditch we have had very little traffic, in fact none to this barge and this boat. We just walked through Dock D at 10 Tom. Past the Spirit of St. Louis. We're about 9 miles to the next lock. You look out beyond the gate that's about to will open later. Sound of the siren, pretty soon the water will start to lower. Okay, we've just come through the Gainesville Lock and Dam. Alabama, still southbound. We have just made radio contact with the barge that we see coming upstream. Treasure shipping lanes, we have chartered a course diagonally from the shipping lanes coming out of the Alabama River, and we're making our way through Monsecore Bay, and we'll end up down in the intercoastal waters. We still have a contingency of gulls following. We've been got a little popcorn, and we're waiting for a little more handout. We're on the intercoastal waterway. Offshore's over on the starboard side. We've come out of Mobile Bay through Oyster Bay, and we're heading on down to
Apalachicola Bay.
Apalachicola Bay.
Once we reach Apalachicola Bay, then the town of Apalachicola will go outside to the Gulf. It'll be a 145-mile run to Tarpon Springs. We should be ready to leave the Gulf in 2 days. It's now noon on the 11th. By the evening or late night of the 13th, we should be en route to Tarpon Springs. It'll take us about 18 hours to go across the Gulf, providing we don't have to go in at any of the alternate ports along the way, such as Steinhatchee or Yankeetown or Cedar Key.
Master Aaron.
And they're just as ornery as they can be because
There's some jets overhead. 2 sailboats just crossed in front of us. This is the Chocotawhatchee Bridge going down into the river channel.
Jump to your own way.
He's headed for Key West, Florida. As our 13-day cruise comes to a conclusion, we are here at the dock at Fast Eddie's. Caroline, he just moved, pardon me.
And I want to tell you, it's been a trip. It's been an adventure, been an experience, been nice and pleasurable, and it's been extra nice meeting all the people, the crew, and getting to know you people. And I don't believe we could have picked a better bunch. The only way that bunch could have been any better was for me to have stayed at home. And I really appreciate it, and thanks a lot.
Captain Frank has ably navigated the Enchantress down through the intercoastal waters. Captain, what do you think about this trip?
Well, I think it's been an excellent trip. Got a good crew. I'm really glad to be here. It was 13 days, and the weather's been beautiful, the crew's been fine, the food's been good, and we're just happy to be here. Our crew members, this gentleman, Marvin Horan, Montpelier, Indiana, and Sebring, Florida, Northwestern Indiana, and places all around. Genuine all-around man. He acted as my navigator for 3 or 4 nighttime runs. I'll guarantee you, when I asked Marvin where we were at, he could tell me what buoy we were at. Marvin, would you like to come forward and say something about this trip that we've just finished?
Well, this has been an experience of a lifetime as far as I'm concerned. We got a bunch of strangers together, but they turned out to be a first-rate crew. They learned about navigation. You get these guys out of the river into water that the boat will float in, and it's a new experience. It's been a tremendous experience for me.